Hey beautiful people, so welcome to Situationship Saturday. I'm Deanne and we're going to be doing a love reading. So I usually start off by channeling to you guys the collective first, but I felt drawn to channeling your partner's energy first today. So I've got two different decks, one for your partner and one for you. So we're going to start off by getting some energy through these cards, and I would like 5 cards for our first row. So let's see what we get. Please show us the current energy for the collective's partner. Current energy for the collective's partner. Oh. Definitely something wanted to come out, didn't it? So the first one for your partner is shattered, crushed, sadness, broken heart, panic attack. Oh, I'm going to come out. 3 more, please, Spirit. 3 more for the collective's current energy for their partner. Okay. The second one that came out for your partner, oh, they all want to come flying out, was frozen. Not speaking, stone wall, not taking action. 3 more, please, Spirit. 3 more for the collective's partner's current energy. Ugh. Side piece. Mistress, flirting with others. The other woman, secret hookup, risky, unprotected sex, sexual disease, partner to partner, unsafe decisions. Wow, whoever this is, it's not painting a very good picture of your partner, is it? One more, please. One more for the collective's partner. You know, there are a lot of nice cards in this deck, and this whole row, I mean, the next one that's just popped up, secrets, love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up, illusions. Okay, so that's the one I was telling you. Shattered, crushed, sadness, broken heart, panic attack. So this is a love reading for your partner. This is obviously a breakup, given what's here in front of me. And I can just feel the sadness, I can feel the heaviness, I can feel the energy. Okay, so there is no gender in tarot, as you know. I know that it depicts a woman here, but it could be either male or female. Next one is frozen. Not speaking, stone wall, not taking action. So I dare say this is a no contact breakup. Side piece, mistress, flirting with others, the other woman, secret hookup. Yuck. Unprotected sex. Sexual disease. Partner to partner, unsafe decisions. So again, we've got another female here, and we've got a male, female here, so we'll see what else we get. And secrets, love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up illusions. So this is quite a toxic person that we're dealing with here. A toxic, heartbroken person. Okay, so that's your first, or your partner's first row. We'll do another row. See what we get. So at the bottom of that first row was legal matters, court visit, legal papers of divorce. So I mean, this might be a this might be from a marriage. There might be a divorce because of this, but we'll see what else comes out. Okay, 5 more cards. Collective's partner. Give me one for shattered and frozen, please. I wanted to fly out before. Maybe they've got something else to hide. Not wanting to come out. Wow, what's going on with this person? Lust. Forbidden fruit. Non-committal. Sexual energy. And tragedy. Then we have decision, wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave, uncertain. Exactly what I said, toxic. It's pretty obvious though. Toxic, unhealthy, poison, delusions, nasty behaviours. If this is your person's cards, I'm bracing myself to see what your cards are going to be. Foresight. It's in the future, few days to weeks, few months, direction forward. Wanted to fly off then. One more for spirit, one more for our second row. The collective's partner. So that's such a heavy couple of rows there. Ego. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. There's no surprises that card came out. Ego, arrogance, having too much pride, being stubborn and holding back. All right, so lust, forbidden fruit, non-committal, sexual energy, tragedy, and that came below, shattered in your partner's first row. So that basically this lust, chasing the forbidden fruit, being non-committal, sexual energy, caused a tragedy which has left them shattered. And then the second one in your second row, so under frozen, not speaking, stonewall, not taking action, you've got decision. Wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave, uncertain. So I mean, they're not speaking, they're stonewalling, they're not taking action because they did all of this for the wrong reasons, and they're contemplating staying or leaving, and they're uncertain. Like, but is that staying or leaving with you or the third party or the fourth and fifth party? Because there's a lot going on here. All right, the next one, second row in under side piece for your first row, which was mistress, side piece and mistress. You've got toxic, unhealthy, poison, delusions, nasty behaviors. Okay, and then from your first row, risky or unprotected sex, sexual disease, partner to partner, unsafe decisions, you've got foresight. It's in the future, few days to weeks, few months, direction forward. I mean, that's under your unsafe sex, so and it's got a sexual disease, so who knows, like if that's them getting treatment a few days to weeks in the future, few months, direction forward. And then under your last one on your first row, which was secrets, love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up, you got ego. And that's why all of this has happened, because of the ego. And they've obviously got some trauma. Trauma causes their ego to step in and protect them. Arrogance, having too much pride, being stubborn, holding back. All right, so in 2 rows, there's just constant toxicity behavior. There's not one card to show that there's remorse or healing, accountability, apology. So I think we'll do one more row to see what we get. 5 more cards for your partner, please, Spirit. 5 more cards. There's a couple here that want to pop out. Almost went out my hand twice and my thumbs caught it, just out of pure reflex. Anyway, see what we get. Oh wow, these cards, they're a mess. Like this. See, I knew something wanted to pop out. They're a mess like this person. Completely done. Moving on. Ending cycles. Lessons learned. Coming. Yay! Like I just finished saying, there was no change. And then, what's this one? Completely done. Moving on. Ending cycles. So karmic, toxic cycles. Lessons learned. They've actually learned a lesson. Must have been from the disgusting sexual disease they got. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Coming full circle. So your partner's first positive card. Yay! All right, 4 more, please, Spirit. 4 more. Okay, so that one flew out. Emotions, like waves in and out, crashing, unpredictable. I mean, they would be going through the emotions. They've gone through a breakup. They're completely done. No doubt they've lost you. This is distorted masculine energy right here, right there, distorted masculine energy. 3 more, please, Spirit. Once it's come out. 3 more. 2 more. 2 more, please, Spirit. Collectives, partners, card energy. 1 more. 1 more, please, Spirit. Oh, too many. Hang on a sec. Okay, 1 more, please, Spirit. More. Yep. Okay. So the first card that came out was completely done. We've already covered that one. Then you got emotions, like waves in and out, crashing, unpredictable. So that's them. Then you got present, feeling the moment, becoming aware today in the now. So that was also under toxic in your 2nd row. So that's actually not a bad card. Hooray. Present, feeling the moment, becoming aware. So they've got an awareness. And that's from in the first one too, lessons learned. They actually got an awareness of their toxicity and their lessons today in the now. And then you've got union. You want to hope that they've done a lot more healing before they do this. Or we'll see come running after you. We're yet to see your energy in your cards, but union, reconciliation, coming back, making it work, 2nd chance. And then to follow that on up, you've got pursuit. Chasing, persistence, hunting down, resilient. So it's looking very much like that they want to pursue you in some sort of way, because after looking at themselves and reflecting on their behaviour, they're probably remorseful. They would have to be remorseful. All right, well, that's theirs. Let's have a look at what you've got. I'm a little bit apprehensive about looking at what you've got. Going to be a little bit of heartbreak there, by no doubt there would be heartbreak. I have to move these up to make some room. Okay, so I'm going to start a new deck for your energy. I don't know, after reading all that, I just want to give you a big hug before we start. Anyway, let's see what we get. Okay, Spirit. Send me the energy of the collective that I'm reading for. What's their current energy, please, Spirit? What's their current energy? Oh my God. It fell on the floor. It fell on the floor just as I remembered I had to look at the bottom of your person's deck, so I'll do that. Okay. Before I forget. Oh. Wow. That's funny. Here I am saying to look at the bottom of the deck and it's twin flames. Reflection of soul, mirrored emotions, your other half shared feelings. All right, we'll see what else comes out, but yeah, this is, if you know what the twin flames journey is, it's a divine union. So your first card, that's one that fell on the ground. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. Current energy for the collective, please, Spirit. Current energy for the collective, please, Spirit. Current energy for the collective. Thinking, missing you, desiring. Wow, they're just flying out. And on top of that was distracted as well. So influences, attachments, third parties, peers, sidetracked, change, delays. One more for your first row. That one wanted to come out. One more please, Spirit, for collective. Current energy. Collective's current energy, please. I want to fly out, but then just out of pure reflex, my thumb stops them from like falling. Two came out. All right, so then we have shallow, empty, boredom, and then chasing, pursuit, toxicity and resilience. First, I'm going to start with just explaining quickly the twin flame journey, just in case you guys don't know. So twins, as in human twins, are born from the same egg. Twin flames are born from the same soul. So it's a spiritual union, and basically, as two souls, you've had plenty of past lives, okay? Because your soul is the part of you that goes on to live another life and another life when your meat suit, you know, it has passed on. Your human body, your human vessel has died. Your soul keeps going, right? So each soul has different life lessons to learn each time they're in their meat suit. And so before you were born, your twinny flame connection, you two souls came together, and it's a soul contract. So you work out what lessons your soul needs to learn in this lifetime, and you both go off and learn your lessons. And it's in the contract when you are meant to meet up, okay? And then once you meet up, you mirror each other's traumas. So because you are you're the one soul, because you're a twinny, you all have the same traumas. You both have the same traumas, but you come back to mirror each other, what those traumas and lessons are, right? And twin flame journeys are quick, 6 to 9 months max. When you meet, it's amazing. Like your souls remember each other. So for you as a human, it feels exciting. They feel like home, feel like you've known them forever. And you come together, you start mirroring, you start fighting, because you've both got toxic traits and healing need to be done. You're both in your distorted masculine and feminine, and then you're supposed to break up, go and learn your lessons, like heal. You have to strip all those layers away back to when you're a spiritual little baby and get rid of all that trauma, do all that healing. And then you're supposed to be united, okay? And when you unite, you have, in part of your soul contract is that you have a purpose to come together, okay? It's a spiritual purpose, and it's usually very, very profound. Twinnies are quite a rare thing. So for you to come back together, it is important. Your energy, when you come together, actually overflows into the Earth's grids, and it ups Mother Earth's energy. Like, you know, that's like a spiritual thing. Mother Earth is already raising her energy. So it's a very profound spiritual path. But the journey isn't about the union, okay? It's about you guys coming back to self, coming back to your spiritual body, what you were before life, you know, put all those conditions on you. And, you know, learning the lessons that you've learned from all this, which is hard because it's heartbreaking and it's toxic. Anyway, so you have intimacy, bonding, sexual, sensual confiding. Then you had thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Influences, attachment, third party and peers. So I still want to get these out of line. Distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. Shallow, wholly, empty, boredom, chasing, pursuit, resilience. Now, the reason I took the time just then to explain the journey to you is because your cards are showing in the distorted feminine still. Like, we've still got 2 more rows to go. So as we go along, it might show that you are starting to heal. But the thinking, missing you, craving, desiring, right? Why would you be missing, craving, desiring this? Did you not see how toxic the first 2 rows, 10 cards were? Influences, attachments, you know it. It's in your, this is in your row. This is your 3rd card in. And peers, I mean, they might have a friend group that egg them on. Distracted, sidetracked, change delays. You're sidetracked because you're so focused on this person. So if the 2 of you are mirroring lessons to each other, what is your lesson? That you've got no self-worth? Because if you had self-worth, you wouldn't be chasing this. You wouldn't be distracted by this. And, you know, shallow, hollow, empty boredom. Because of this, you'd be in your hermit mode. You'd be, you know, quiet, spending time alone, thinking over all of this, looking back, reminiscing. That's why it says empty and boredom. And then chasing, that's one of the most disturbing cards in your first row. Chasing. Pursuit, toxicity, resilience. The card says it all. Chasing is toxicity. Why pursuing and chasing someone who had a side piece? Risky, sexual desires, toxic, lustful, non-committal. You've probably been through the ringer. Anyway, let's have a look at your 2nd row and see what else comes out. That's your partners. We'll keep them there. Okay, so those 2 that came out. Obsession, infatuation, adoration, addiction. Pain, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. What are you doing? Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Got for 6 came out for your top row. I'll go for another 3 so they're even. More. The next one out was distance, separation, space, blockage. Then you've got peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. please, Spirit. One more. The collective's current energy. Okay. Obscurity. Secrets, mysteries, concealing. Okay, so obsession, infatuation, adoration, addiction. Pain, apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Distance, separation, space, and blockage. Then you've got peace, balance, harmony, friendship. And obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. I'm just going to have a look at what's at the bottom of your deck. Sorrow. Loss, grief, and depression. Not surprising. I knew before we even started from your partner's cards what you would be feeling. And you know, I'll do another row like I did with your partners, but you're very, you know, typical twin flame journey. Neither of you had any type of healing cards in your first two rows. So again, twinnies are as toxic as each other. There is just as much, you have the same traumas, so you have to look at what your toxic traits are. So what are you trying to heal? What do you have to heal? Especially with this one, obsession. What are you obsessed about? Sorry, but it's true. Why would you be obsessed at adoration and addiction to that, to your partner? If you had any self-worth, like, you just wouldn't. I mean, I know that you've got bitterness, and so you would be. You would, if they were having several sexual partners and cheating on you, one betrayal is devastating, but many, and sexual diseases. How can you, I understand bitterness, but I don't get obsession. Like, that's unhealthy. Do you have abandonment wounds? Is that what you have? I actually pulled out my shadow cards for a reason. My shadow deck. I had a feeling. I just had a feeling. Intuition. I will do some of these for you and your partner at the end of the reading, so that if there are other people on here who don't want to look at shadows, you know, what you've got to heal, what your trauma is, then they can leave. But if you're interested in knowing what you need to heal on and how you can do it, stay around, stick around and listen, okay? All right, one more row. So 6 more cards, please, Spirit. Collective's current energy. Wow. It's too many cards, but even the ones that have fallen out, I'm just... Your energy needs some healing. If you're chasing, which you have, you've got the chasing card. If you're chasing that, you have an abandonment wound. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out when I do the sacred shadows, okay? I say things for a reason. Anyway. 6 cards. 6 cards, please, Spirit. Do you want to hope there's like some healing cards in your next row? So the 2 that just came out for you is withdrawn, single, lonely and solitary, which you would be. You'd be in hermit mode. In the tarot, like there will be a tower moment where everything comes crashing down and you split up. And then you go into hermit mode. So, alright. That was turned up on top, so I have to take that one. Soulmates, deep love, unity, connection. You've already got the twin flames, so it's just like confirming up from your side because the other one came out on your partner's side. 3 more. 3 more, please, Spirit. 3 more. The collective's current energy. Such a heavy reading. I actually felt a little bit. Normally I come in bouncing to my readings, like, and this one's just come out. But I could feel it when I was coming in. Broken. And that's exactly the twin flame, the mirroring. See? You mirror to each other, your behaviours, your trauma, your patterns. And it's broken mirror. Shattered, heartbroken and destroyed. And that's what you would be. Being in a relationship with that. And what did you bring to the table with your abandonment issues? You were chasing. You would have been chasing the runner, and he would have been avoiding. I mean, sorry, yeah, that's right. He would have been avoiding and running, and you're chasing. The runner and the chaser energy. 2 more, please, Spirit. Yep, 2 more. War. Yeah, if you play that, no, that's all good. 2 more, please, Spirit. Two more. If you were chasing, you're probably, with no self-worth, you would have been over-giving in a relationship. Giving, giving, giving. It wasn't equal give and take. They were just too busy stuck in their ego, taking everything you were giving. So you got hopeless, sinking, despair and falling apart. Dark night of the soul. That's what that sort of behaviour does to you when you're in a relationship. It breaks you. One more please, Spirit. for the collective's current energy. Commitment, marriage, promises and fidelity. I mean, you were probably all about commitment because that's the type of person you are. They've got non-committal. Promises and fidelity. It's a hard pill to swallow when someone that you trust can lie to you and treat you like this. But from this, what is it that you need to heal? What weren't you seeing? Why weren't you seeing it? Did you ignore your intuition? Because surely there was some signs. That's a lesson. You never ignore your intuition or your gut feeling. All right, so I mean, single, lonely, solitary. That's because you're in your hermit stage. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing and timid. Well, when you're in hermit stage, you don't want to, last thing you want to do is be seeing someone else. Again, soulmates, confirming the twinny journey, your broken, shattered mirror. Hopeless, sinking, despair and falling apart. Dark night of the soul. Commitment, marriage, promises and fidelity. Again, there's not really many healing cards on your side. So I think that's what you need to do is, you know, you've got bitterness for your partner here. Your partner will be having bitterness for you too. You're one soul. Everything you feel, they feel. And if they've got a lot to heal from. They're the ones that had all the toxic cards, okay? But you're equally toxic. You've got the same trauma wounds. You need to heal. That's what the whole journey is about, healing. None of this obsession and chasing stuff. If you're too busy worrying about what your partner is doing, okay, are they thinking about me? When are they coming back? Are they healing? You're just thinking about them. The way the twin partner journey works is if you are thinking about them, your thoughts are energy, and that energy pushes them away. It's a propelling energy. Okay? To turn that around, you need to heal and not even worry or think about them. Okay? Because it's divinely led anyway. It's a divine union. Spirit, the universe, whatever you believe in, is looking after this. So if you're busy worrying about them and what they're doing, what are you saying about spirit and your trust in spirit? You need to come back to yourself. You need to work on yourself. Look back, think back, and instead of wondering what they're doing, think back and think, what was my triggers? Triggers are lessons. Every trigger from them that you had from them is your lesson. I'll just get a couple of these cards. I'm just going to reset this, otherwise it's going to stop.